Michael Batchley sets to kick off.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we got like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Good running for Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd.
Now Rodgers gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of
really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now,
and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to
John Brown.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
We'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Williams, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 22.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
20. Washington, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamal Williams, 55 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Eagles 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Greg Zerline lining up for the ball.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5 at the
From the 39, Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Alshon Jeffrey. Incomplete.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Oh, this one pushed to the right. Badgley missed it. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way into
inside the 15 before they drop it. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Michael Badgley.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Ryan. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 10.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now a handoff. Johnson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter.
32.
Back now at FedEx Field.
14.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage. left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Intended for Curtis.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Open man is Samuel. Complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
They'll run it with Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
CJ.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
It's 3rd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Rodgers looking to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. K1 short. Forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So the Eagle offense coming on here as they'll try for 2 points. To throw is Rodgers, operating from the gun. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
40, Washington 14. Michael Badgley set to
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by
the number 7, usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So fly Eagles Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a real...